Good evening, this is Tamara Sweeney from lovedominates.com, and I am making this video today because I have, actually you can see the picture in the background, I am actually in Rome, Italy. I just saw the Pope today. It was an incredible experience, but I'm making this video because I have people asking me, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you stay alive? How do you keep pushing forward? I want to answer that question as honest as I can. It's not easy. It's been 7 years for me. So what I can tell you is from the very beginning, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to my story, but I didn't know what was going on for 20 years. I was in a relationship that was controlled and manipulated, and I had no idea. I just knew I had a husband that would not co-parent, would not be that united front with me, and that's what I thought our problems were. But I found out differently once I left the family home. What I can say is what I did was I focused on myself in the beginning, and how I did that was by working out. I literally was crazy in my workouts. So the results that I got were great, and it built my confidence. And then from there, I just built from there. I started doing vision boards. My vision boards meant a lot because my vision boards came true. I wanted to work in aviation, so I got into aviation. I wanted to work in the yachting world, so I got into yachting. And it was all because of my beliefs and my vision board. I wanted to stay at home. I had a condo that I rented because the lawyers told me, make sure you have a condo for all 4 of your kids, you know, that there's room. But none of them came back, and it was all a waste of money and all a waste of time. I tried the role model. I tried to be the best that I could. I mean, for me, most divorced parents, you know, they're going out, they're partying, they're doing their thing. For me, it was different. I couldn't go anywhere because you are judged and you are damned for every single thing that you do. So I kind of went underground. I didn't do much. I hung out with my very, very close friends. They were great. They were supportive because I didn't have my own family. I didn't have my parents. I didn't have my brother. I didn't have my neighbors. I didn't have friends, my high school friends. Nobody understands it unless if they go through it. But I stayed home. I fought the battle. I went to court, which I knew was wrong, but I wanted to build the patterns. I wanted everyone to see the patterns. It was the same patterns with every single lawyer. They dropped me right before a major court hearing. Everything. They said everything exactly. They disrespected me like my ex did. So, after I finally get out of their web, well, not completely, but I tried. I mean, I've been divorced since 2015. But my ex is still taking me back to court for $38,000. But he'll use a lawyer and say, I owe the lawyer money, which is so not true. Anyway, how do you do it? How do you keep going? You don't have a choice. Your choice is commit suicide or stay alive. If you commit suicide, then your ex-spouse is just going to say, oh, you're crazy. See, mom was crazy. Now your kids think that they're crazy, and the rest of their life they're going to think they have problems because their one parent was crazy, even though it wasn't true. So I ended up choosing life and fighting back. It's not easy because you're judged, you're damned, you have no credibility. Even though you know in your heart you were the best parent you could possibly be. And then you gotta live those lives with not only your ex disrespecting you, but your children. So that was very, very difficult. But after, I would say, you get to a point where you're tired of being disrespected and demeaned and belittled, that you're like, enough is enough. It's time for me to move on. So I told my fourth son, I've told him the truth about everything. He knows it. It looks bad on me. Everyone says, oh, you shouldn't have told your son. You're talking bad about your ex. I'm not talking bad about my ex. I'm stating facts, true facts of who this man is. So I told him, just live with your dad. I don't want you to stress out anymore, going back and forth, back and forth. But now he has his brothers that are staying at home that are brainwashing him even more. So I don't even talk to my fourth child anymore. He probably needs open heart surgeries. He has an MRI coming up. My ex will have me blocked. I won't be able to go to the hospital, anything. He doesn't give me any information. I've texted him for months. My ex was never involved in any of this. I set up the appointments. This will be the first time I'm not allowed in the hospital or to know what's going on with my son. So how do I do it? I pray. And I really believe God is the only one who's kept me alive. I got all the way to Europe. I got all the way up to meeting the Pope in Italy just today. And I really feel I'm on a mission to bring all our children home. And I'm going to do it. I'm bringing all our children home to the loving parent. And I am going to abolish this court system, because these judges and these lawyers that think that they can play with people's lives and just destroy children because they want to for money, it's wrong. It's wrong. And God gives the final judgment day, so they will be in hell and we won't. But in the meantime, it's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's very difficult. I will always have a piece of my heart missing. Because I raised those kids for 17 years. I wasn't allowed to go to graduations, even though I went. I wasn't invited. Never was allowed to tell my children I was proud of them, or take pictures with them, or get a hug. So I miss all high school, college, all good milestones. Years I'll never get back. And this is exactly what the narcissistic ex wants. They want to destroy you. So don't let them destroy you, because everyone deserves to be loved. Everyone deserves to be treated fairly. I don't know who these people are, where they came from, but I was never raised this way. And I wouldn't treat a dog, a fly, or anything the way that we've been treated. So my best advice to you is to get over the guilt of not being able to be a parent. Get over the shame or embarrassment that you're not a parent anymore. Because I was a parent 24/7, and then the next day, boom, nothing, just like that. So if you can get over that guilt, that embarrassment, the humiliation, the shame, then you're starting somewhere. Then you have to recreate yourself, because life is an experience. Life happens. And the only way to survive that is to have forgiveness, which is very hard to do. But I do believe our kids are going to come back, but it might be too late, because our kids are a mess. They're brainwashed. They believe in a false world. They've been lied to. It's not easy. They'll have difficulties in relations. It's almost like now we got to clean up their mess. Afterwards, we're going to have to clean up their mess. And that's how my life has been my whole entire life with the man that I married. It was always cleaning up his mess. So for the targeted parent, you just have to focus on yourself. Get over that shame, get over that guilt, get over the humiliation. Stand out and tell your story. And now the narcissist doesn't know what to do because you came out and told the truth. So it's very hard. But I'm not going to be kicked down. I'm not going to be stoned. So keep pushing forward. All right, love dominates.